Wow, the big old Bourgault. Oh, it's back. So first up is barrier package. This is by Lemken 0.51 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them under decorations. Now, we've got 3 different versions. So we've got the 6 meter, we've also got the 8 meter, and then we've got the 10 meter on the end, well, on the end, at the back of the 3 anyway. Now, obviously, these are going to be little barrier, little gates. You come up to them, you open the gate like you normally would do, and obviously pass through. Now, obviously, all 3 are going to be working the same. So if you've got little, I mean, ideally they'd be for like forestry projects. You know, when you're clearing out some field, well, clearing out some forests, you know, you just want to keep people out. But you could put one of these at the start of your farm, no problem. Right, next up is time-saving logistics. This is by TW Productions, 4.44 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, well, I would say, as you can imagine. But, you know, yeah, it's under Productions anyway. Now, what this does is it basically takes all the stuff that you put into it, and moves it on, which is all right indeed. Now it says there, tired of collecting and distributing grain and pallets to and from all your productions, let time-saving logistics, or the TSL, take care of all this and allow you to get back to farming, which is great. So obviously, if you've got your production chains on the go, you set them to distribute, it's going to send it to here, and then obviously that can then send it a little bit further on. But then again, yeah, if you can send it distribute to here, then wouldn't it distribute to other places? But all right, fair enough. I mean, you can potentially use it as a great big silo. I mean, we've got a manure heap here that you can only take manure out. We've got a liquid silo, well, liquid fertilizer silo that you can only take liquid fertilizer out, and herbicide out of that one. Come around here, you got your lime and your seed taking out point. They're not buy points, they are taking out points. You got your loading in point and taking out point for like your grains and everything loose as well. Obviously, if you can chuck all the stuff in that end, you need to chuck it in here and then take it out of the others. But obviously, this is just for your grains. Then come around here, you got your loading in point for your pallets. So you chuck them in there like that. And around this side is your taking out point of your pallets if you've got those on storing. So we come into the production chain menu. You've got all sorts on the go. I mean, as you can imagine, you've got all your productions. I mean, you've got a bit of croppage going in there as well. Not quite sure how you distribute your crop to this place, but you can. However that works, mind you. I mean, ideally, you just dump your stuff in and then use that as a distribution facility. So obviously, you chuck your crop in, put this on distributing, and then obviously that's going to, say like you put wheat in and you got a grain mill on the go. You know, you put it in here, it then sends it off to your flour mill. All right, fair enough indeed. Depending though, I mean, if you've got your grain mill a little bit closer than this, you need to take it further. But I like the concept of it all. You know, chuck it all in, then it can send it out. And if you want to have pallets spawn out the front, well, at the back, depending on how you put it down, mind you, you have your stuff set on storing. If not, set it on distributing, it'll move it all on. Next up is grain dryer production. This is by Superfly 1842, 7.2 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under production chains. Now, it's going to cost you 145 grand, and you may need a bit of supplementary equipment. Fair enough. Now, you've got your taking out point of dried croppage just there. We'll come around this side, you've got your production chain menu, so that's going to hold, well, so that's going to tell you what you need to put in. So you can put barley, corn and wheat in, and obviously you're going to get your dried goods out the other side. And they can be sold pretty much at any sell point on any given map. So you haven't got to put a separate sell point down, but the input is right at the top. So we'll go and jump in this, and I'll show you what I mean. See the icon there, just by that hatch? Yeah, you are going to need something to get the grain up there. Or potentially, you could use like a distribution place, like we've just seen. That should send the stuff straight there as well. So, entirely up to you. Maybe that is a good combination of those two together. Alright, fair enough. Right, next up is American Silos Production Pack. This is by TK Farms, 3.85 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find them under production chains. And that, conveyors in the way. Dear oh dear. Right, so first off, we got this one here for 100 grand, and that's going to be your large stave silo. We then got for a little bit less, 50 grand, Well, it's half price, but it's not half the size. But all right, fair enough. Small stave silo. We then got the large steel silo, and then we've got the small steel silo. Now, obviously, these are going to be making some shenanigans for your farm. You got your taking out point just there. You got your loading in points around the back, and they're all going to work the same. They're all going to be making the same thing. So whichever one you go for, loading in point at the back, taking out point at the front. Well, it depends on which way you put them around, to be fair. Then you've got your production chain menu just there, so you can make some hay. All right, so you can put your grass in, turn it into hay. That's all right indeed. You make some pig food, so 500 corn, 250 wheat, 175 canola, and 75 sugar beet. It's going to give you some pig food. You can then make some chaff. Well, you can make some silage out of chaff. You can make it out of grass, which is all right. Out of hay, and then out of straw as well, which is always good, because you normally make silage out of grass, so it's fermented, but making it out of straw as well, that's always a good one. Then we've got the TMR, and it doesn't require mineral feed, which is ace. So you got your silage, your hay, and your straw going in. No, that pesky mineral feed, that's ace. Oh, I do like that. I mean, obviously chuck your stuff in the front, at the back, whatever, and then take it out. Job's a good one. Next up is TMR and Pigfood Production. This is by BG Lamy. 14.65 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under productions. Now, it's going to cost you 237 grand to place down, and obviously, as the name would suggest, you're going to be making a bit of TMR or a bit of pig food. So you've got your loading in point for your stuff going in there. You then got your taking out point at that pipe just there, and then, if we go back around this side, got this door that opens up, because you have got a bit of a garage shed style thing as well. There's plenty of space in here to be storing some stuff, which is all right indeed. When you got the drive-through option down that end as well. And we come to the production chain menu. So there we are. You got your pig food. You got your TMR. Now, there's some interesting things here. So we've got base food, grains, hay, mineral feed, protein, root crop, silage, and straw. So it's the same sort of thing as if you were just chucking the stuff straight into the pigsty. So your base food is going to be, what's that, sorghum and corn. Your grains are going to be barley and wheat. Then protein is canola, soybeans and sunflowers. Your root crops is obviously, your sugar beets, your potatoes, parsnips and carrots. Fair enough. What's interesting though is you come to TMR, you need mineral feed on this one, which is all right, okay, fair enough. So if you fancy using this facility rather than one of those for making your stuff, yeah, carry on. Right, next up is the AT-HEG Weight. This is by Assassin TV2, 0.61 megabyte on the download, and obviously you're going to find it under weights. Now, it's got an 800 kilo weightage to it, although saying that, it's got 800 kilo capacity as well, which is, it's the weight. All right, fair enough. 560 to buy. You then got the option of no or yes on the old stripes. Then you got the option of design color, which is going to paint it up for you. 800 kilo. Keep the front or back end down. Very nice. And next up is Safety Weight. This is by Linnaic 321 and MacDon, 2.41 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, underweight. Now, it's going to cost you 5 grand to buy. It's got a 500 kilo weight to start with. You then got the option of rods, small, medium, large, or without. You then got side marker lights. So you got those there. So you got with or without. You then got light, so with or without on the front. Blinkers, with or without on the side. Wow, we could really be getting this lit up. Oh, I must admit. So you got your main colour, which is obviously going to do your main colour. We got plenty of lights. They're not going to miss you at night, are they? Oh, very nice. And next up is the Lemken Achat. This is by Hydraulic, 3.59 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under cultivators. Now, it requires 100 horsepower from your tractor, 2.5 meter working width, and a 9 mile an hour working speed for 8,200. You then have the option of configurations. You've got your standard, you've got your roller on the back, or your standard. Your wheel brands are going to be Continental, Lizard, then back to Continental. Your main colour is going to be those bits. The quarter colour configuration is going to be those bits. And then obviously if we had the roller on, the roller colour is going to be, well, as you'd imagine, the roller. Fair enough. Now obviously 2.5 metre is going to be for your small farming shenanigans, but that's all right, that is. And next up is the John Deere 712 Mulch Tiller. This is by Rooster Mods, 8.82 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under ploughs. Now, it requires 130 horsepower from your tractor, 3.4 metre working width with a 7 mile an hour working speed for 17 grand. You have the option of warning equipment. So we've got triangle on the back. We then got stickers. So you've got that on the front there. You got any stickers on the back? Oh, yeah, we have on the sides. You then got the next one, which is all of them, and then obviously nothing. You then got weights. So you got none, £1,000. Then nothing again. You then got your width. So you got your 9 shanks, you got your 11s. That's a little bit. So what we're going from 3.4 to 4.2, 4.9 with 13 shanks, and then back to 3.4. So 4.9, I mean, that's bordering on medium size equipment, that is. It's not bad at all. I mean, it puts it up to 23 grand once you got all the stuff, all the boxes ticked, but all right, fair enough. Right, next up is the Vicon Extra Pack. This is by Hispano, 16.14 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under mowers. Now, I remember when this came out on 19. Yeah, as part of a DLC with the old quick baler. Sort of made me spend my own cash on this, must admit. So 21 grand to buy, 82 horsepower, 3.2 metre working width, and a 13 mile an hour working speed. But obviously, this is going to be your front mower. This is going to go on the front of your tractor. You got the option of extra 732 foot, or you got the 3332 foot. Well, that's a long word to say. And obviously, that's the Converland version. Then you got your main colour, which is obviously going to be your main colour, and then design colour, we'll go for red. It's going to do those bits. Now, obviously, this is going to go on the front, so you're going to need something to go on the back. Well, it's got this, the old extra 7100T, 240 horsepower from your tractor is required, 10.2 metre working width with a 13 mile an hour working speed for 55 grand. If you don't have the optional, there we are. But, we'll say that, yeah, get the old swaffer unit. It's so much easier, I must admit. You then got the option of designs. You can have it as the Vicon or the old Converland. And again, you got your main colour, so same as the front part. So it's going to be that bit. And then design colour, it's going to do that bit. I mean, to be fair, go for the original. Get this old matched up with the old Vicon fast baler. Yeah, keep it on point with the branding. Right, next up is Small Tender Package. This is by Dogface, 21.92 megabyte on the download, and it says under auger wagons, but obviously this is a tanker. So just go down your mods and DLCs. It's a lot easier to find. So we've got the liquid fertilizer trailer 6056. As the name would suggest, it's got 60,000, not 60,000, 6,050, so 6050 litres. Yeah, that's probably a better way of saying that. Going to cost you 15 grand. You have the option to change the main colour, so we'll go for purple. Why not? It's going to do that bit. And then obviously your rim colour is going to do your rims. Now obviously this is going to be your liquid fertiliser, although it is going to do herbicide as well, so no problem on there. And it does come in the pack with this, the old ST2031, 7,000 litre capacity, 25 grand to buy. And again, you're going to be changing your main colour and your rim colour as well. This is an auger wagon. Yeah. I mean, I don't tend to use auger wagons, mind you, but it's looking all right. I mean, there's no swivel axe on the front, so good to go. And next up is the Flexicoil ST820 Multifunction. This is by Hispano, 20.67 megabyte on the download. To be fair, I remember this on 22 because I bought one on old Calmston Farm and I couldn't get it out the shop because it's that big. Oh, this is ace. This is definitely one for a big farming shenanigans. Now, it's going to require 500 horsepower. So you are going to need something tasty to pull it along, but it has got a 24 metre working width, 10 mile an hour working speed, 197 grand to buy. Then you've got the option, which is interesting, cultivator or subsoiler. Now, you can create fields if you go for the subsoiler option. Now, it says on the website that the option to create fields will always be there, but it'll only work if you've got the subsoiler ticked. So if you've gone for the cultivator version, you're not going to be able to create fields. Right, fair enough. Main colour is going to be your main colour, which is pretty much all of it. You then got design colour. We'll go for purple so it stands out. It's going to do those little bits. Well, the end of the quarters. All right, fair enough. Your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. Now, I will say this. Great animation. Looks like some sort of fruit roll-up on the go. Then you just open the packet and then away it goes. I will say this, because of how low it is, and once the old support wheels get put out, and where the trailer hitch on the back of this tractor is, that's really low. You do tend to have a little bit of an issue when driving around. It does sort of like edge it around a little bit, like that. There we are. Just as it's bad to say, oh, it's not doing it now. It does skirt around a little bit, so you do need to be a little bit careful. I mean, once you've got it where you want it to go, obviously you're in the field. I mean, there's no option to raise it either. So lower it down, L, B and B, and then it's golden. Once you're in the field, once it's doing its thing, there is no problem. It's just manoeuvring it to that place where you want it to be. But alright, fair enough. Maybe go for a tractor that's got a slightly higher towing hitch. But that being said, 24 metre working width, very nice. Next up is the Bourgault 332076 Paralink hoe drill plus 7950 air cart. Man, that is a long name. It's got one of the longest names in the game. So this is by Hispano, 62.03 megabyte on the download. And this was awesome in 22, and I'm glad to see it's back for 25. Again, like the previous one, he's going to need a tasty tractor. 500 horsepower requirement, 23.2 metre working width though, and 11 mile an hour working speed for 273.5 grand. So obviously, big working width, big horsepower requirement, as you can imagine. You then got your main colour, which is going to be, we'll go over blue. It's going to do that bit. You then got your chassis colour, we'll go over red. It's going to do those bits. You got your design colour. Well, we'll go over green. It's going to do not a lot, to be fair. What changed? Let's go over blue. See if that stands out a bit better. Something in there, a little bit I saw flash off, but okay. And then your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. Now, obviously, this is the bit that goes into the ground. You are going to need a tank. And this is where this comes in, the old 7950 air cart. 33,475 litre capacity. That is going to be split between fertiliser and your seed. It's going to cost you 272 grand. So between the two, that's like, what's that, 540 odd grand. Over £500,000 to get this set up. But okay, fair enough. You got your wheel set up, you got your standard, your rear twins, which is all right, and then your twin wheels all round. Or back to your standard. Your main colour is going to be that. Your chassis colour is going to be that. Wow, that's bright. And then your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. Now, I will say this. Yeah, you are going to need something tasty to pull it along. So I've got a big old... yeah, and to be fair, getting it all hooked up, because obviously, you know, that needs to go on the front of that. I mean, it's looking great. I mean, all that pipe work, the detail going into it, it is awesome. But I will say this, swivel axle on the front of both of them. It took me ages to get this hooked up. Because I'm a terrible driver of the old swivel axles. I mean, potentially you could get them the other way round, but the swivel axles all round. So, yeah, it is what it is. Now, I think this bit on the back is awesome. So if we zoom out a little, if we then go onto the back bit, LB and left on the D-pad, open it up. It's going to put that bit out, which I did fill up from a viable silo, I must admit, and it moves into the first bit. So you're going to do your seeds first, then do LB and left again. It then moves up to the solid fertilizer, job's a good one, and then LB and left on the D-pad, and it's just going to fold it all away, which is awesome. So once you've got yourself all filled up, you come out into your field. This is a direct drill as well, so you haven't got to mess around. Be nicely unfolding. Was it 24 metre working width on this? That is huge. And obviously you can see I've had a little bit of a go before. Dear oh dear. So once you get into the field like that, I mean, lower it down, turn it on, and away you go. So we're doing the old seeding. So we got, what we got? We've got wheat on the go. You know, these bits are cultivated out with the previous one. So we'll go straight over it. No messing. It's taking out whatever's in the field already, and it's just putting new stuff down. Oh, that is awesome. You're gonna, to be fair, this map, 4 fields that I'm on, is ideal for this. You've got 4 big fields. Yeah, you're gonna get them done. Well, I say gonna get them done in no time. You're certainly gonna get it done a lot quicker than you previously could do. Right, next up is the Claas Dominator 108. This is by Hispano, 38.73 megawatt on the download, and you're going to find it under harvesters. Now, it's got a 221 horsepower engine, 16 mile an hour top speed, and a 7,500 litre grain tank, 70.5 grand to buy. You do have the option of Trelleborg, Continental, Vredestein, then back to Trelleborg on the tyres. Your design is going to be one or standard, so it's going to be putting the warning stripes there. You then got your main colour. To be fair, Claas is Claas colours. It sort of feels wrong to change it up. But alright, you can. We'll go with that colour on that one. And then for the next bit, we'll go with what's going to do. Well, it's now painted over all the stickers, but alright. Chassis colour, it's going to do those bits. And then your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. Now, a harvester wouldn't be a harvester without something to go on the front, and they've got you covered. So they've got the C510, 5.1 metre working width with a 6 mile an hour working speed for 8.5 grand. Now, again, you can match it up with the main vehicle. I'm not sure you should. Just stick with the Claas colours. That's what they're known for. All right, fair enough. And obviously, if you don't fancy carting your header around on the front of your harvester, they've got the trailer to match it up. Aye, fair enough. I mean, obviously, Dominator, it's not the biggest, but it's going to get you going anyway. The last mod for the day is the Case IH Axial-Flow 088 series. This is by Matt26, 30.97 megabyte to download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under harvesters. Now, it's got a 294 horsepower engine, 18 mile an hour top speed, 10,500 litre grain tank, and 260,000 pounds to buy. You can then change the configuration, so you can go up to the EX version, which is, well, to be fair, starts off at 10,500. You then get an upgraded version, which drops it to 10,000. But okay, fair enough. And then you got the 335 horsepower engine with 10,500 litre grain tank. Then you got the 10,000 litre version. Oh dear, 366 horsepower engine with the 2 different grain tanks. And then back to the original. So 366 horsepower is your top version on there. Then you've got your Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, then back to Trelleborg. And we've got your twins on there. They're looking all right. Then you've got your design, short pipe or your long pipe. All right, fair enough, fair enough. Get the old Case Axial-Flow on the go.